The truth is, guys, people want to see Julius Malema in jail. So I just woke up like now while I'm cleaning house, like let me go live. You know, when you're addicted to life, man, you go live every day when you wake up. Like people say like Julius Malema will be arrested. The haters, they want to see Julius Malema gone. But the truth is, for according to me, the way how I see things, Julius Malema is not going to jail. But I'm going to play the videos of people who want to see Julius Malema gone. There are people, the citizen reacting, Malema must go, Malema was this, Malema was this. But Malema, man, was the only man fighting for a black child. Tell them about the history, fighting for equality, for all of us to be equal. Even though they can say things they're saying about Julius Malema. Julius Malema fighting for us to be equal. Because in this country, we are equal. We are equal. We are very equal. People benefited during apartheid. Black people, they own nothing, they're suffering. But when that person stand and fight, they find ways to bring him down. But we all know, like, man, he went down so many times. Enemies, the parties that cannot beat EFF, the parties that cannot stand for the truth, they want to see this man down. The citizens who don't want to see the truth, they are the ones like, Malema must go to jail. People who can hold the truth. So in today's videos, we're going to go through those videos, me and you. While I'm busy cleaning this side, you and us are going to have a discussion. It's open discussion, no one is attacked. But I know when it comes to the truth, like people, they get attacked. When it comes to the truth, people, they get attacked. People who hate Malema, people who hate the truth. We all know like Malema like that. He's a man who speaks the truth. So, and fighting for a black child, because no one is fighting for a black child. No one. You can mention all the politics of Africa. You can mention all the politics of Africa. You can mention all the politics of Africa. No one is fighting for a black child like Julius Malema. So let's go back and watch this video. This is the, you're going to reject, nothing much, nothing less.
We are here today, discharged a firearm. The state has kept me here for the past 5 years because they can't defeat my political ideas. They want to use the courts and abuse the state power and the security forces to suppress my voice. And they will never win against me. Because I'm not...
Look, these people, man. These people went to Malema, go to court. Every time, like when you go to court, these people, they will come as numbers to defend Julius Malema. Look the number I'm talking about. These people, they come every time when they support. So it's a question of like, there was a story of Julius of Jacob Zuma. Let me do it like this. Jacob Zuma was, I didn't share the screen. I did share the screen. Come on. Oh my God, let's go backwards. I think I shared the screen. I did share the screen. How? But let's go again.
We are here today after 5 years of being accused of having discharged a firearm. The state has kept me here for the past 5 years because they can't defeat my political ideas. They want to use the courts and abuse the state power. Because I'm not scared of prison. Revolutionary prison is your nickname. Because when you join the revolution, there are two things that you either attain what you stand for, or you'll be killed for what you stand for. Not prison can stop you from executing.
It's like this one I was talking about. The one so bad, man. And it's so bad, like to see his men down. but it's so hard to do so, you know. It's so hard to bring someone like Julius Malema down. Someone who have a look the supply, look the supply. These people every time, when Malema is going to court, they're always going to support him. When Malema is going to court, these people are always there. So we're not based on what we're seeing like now. Based on what we're seeing like now, you think like, look at these people and tell me what will happen if Julius Malema get arrested. Because it reminds me the story of Jacob Zuma. You know, Jacob Zuma has been during his years as a president of this country, he's done lots of things. They try all the means to bring Jacob Zuma to jail. What will happen in KZN? It was a mess. It was a mess. Yes, I understand that people who don't like Julius Malema, that people want to see Julius Malema in jail. But like, according to me, he was arrested at the same time.
When you are a revolutionary, prison is your nickname. Because when you join revolution, there are two things that will happen. You either attain what you stand for, or you'll be killed for what you stand for. Nothing can stop me from executing that which I stand for. No racist magistrate can stop me from executing that which I for. No small boy of a prosecutor can persecute me and jail me for what I stand for. So because I'm not scared of a magistrate, I'm not scared of a prosecutor, I'm not scared of a judge, I'm not scared of a president, I'm not scared of capitalism, I'm not scared of white monopoly capital, I'm not scared of anyone.
This is my point. Say, this is my point. Say, they want to bring Julius Malema down. They want to bring Julius Malema down. You understand? But it's going to be hard. Yes, there are people who are happy. Haters are very happy. So like, Julius Malema is going to jail. He must go to jail. He must roll to jail. Look, the supporters outside. I don't like this speeches when after he found guilty, and then he released a statement saying like, "I'm not going to jail. I will be here." He said like, "I'm not going to jail. I will be around here." He said like, "I'm not going to jail. I will be around here. I'm going to appeal." I know there are people who they started to celebrate. Started to celebrate for Julius Malema, our next president. Guys, we must think carefully. We must think carefully. Huh? So I want the president of this country, the incoming, who speak the truth, who defend those who have nothing, who defend those who have nothing. Guys. No. Julius Malema is the only one who defend for those who have nothing. No. You don't play like that. You don't play like that. Do you have a problem with doing fine? Hello. Yeah, let's go there. Now we're discussing Malema. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. 14. This is what I'm talking about.
Lomdlwane lona Malema bathu guilty ayihambe le nje yonkonkotha lapha ejele engathi ngafika ithola ama illegal foreigners lapha ejele bayenze njalo.
I didn't like the guy hate Julius Malema because of illegal foreigners. Even though illegal foreigners they cost us today, the problem also like guys, we're all African. You know, maybe it's part of the plan to be Africa to be one, not Africa to be divided. So there are some of black people who want to be separated from Africans. You understand? So Julius Malema maybe explain it to say like we must be one as Africans. We must be separated as no one should separate us. So maybe like others say like no, we don't agree with you, Julius Malema. As you can see, like these guys start to say that.
Bayenze njalo. Umuntu uzoke celebrate. Kunini inkonkotha le yanja le nemidlwane yayo ye-EFF. Umuntu uzoke aphumule. Guilty.
These guys are like Julius Malema. I don't lie. These guys are like, you don't like change, man. This guy, he don't like change at all. He don't like Malema at all. You can see how he's speaking. You can see how he tell like he don't like Julius Malema at all. It's because of foreigners or what? It's because of he speak the truth. Why people don't like Julius Malema? You can comment there. You can comment there.
15 years. Futhi ngibengibezwa abantu be-EFF bethi bazolutha yini ayikho South Africa ezola ini la. There's nothing enizoyenza yikho. Nizoshaya yithi. Mhlawumbe ngawulutha le isashilo. Akudlalwa la.
After Hofsack. You know, like this is the thing of like this thing like is a thing of I can't say, but the thing of like people are very happy. They are happy to see other black people suffering. Yes, Malema done. I don't know. I know nothing about that case. Don't include me to the case, but I tell about how Malema speak his mind, how Malema correct people, how Malema want to see people become equal. That's the only thing that we know because we always speak about it. About the case, exclude me. Exclude me when it comes to case to say like, hey, what? But what I know is Malema is always there for black unity, for black people. He's always there, Malema, for black people. Yes, they may come people to address, they may come people to say things they are saying, you know, but the person like Julius Malema make us who we are today. Just imagine South Africa without EFF. Just imagine South Africa without EFF. It would be a mess.
Van Malema. If they say guilty, then please, Malema Itlos is my fellow bandit.
I'm waiting to hear of Malema guilty, never. But like, the thing of like, Malema used to call Gate 10. He used to call Gate 10 a bandit. So it's like, yeah, you're going to join me now. You're going to be all bandits now.
I will not allow you guys to go for my bandit alliance. Me and Malema will be bandit alliance. Ai, my vader. Moenie 'n gat grou vir iemand nie. Jy moet 2 grou.
7 years ago, Julius Malema decided to just.
After 7 years ago, the current delivered judgment to Malema fire case. You know, it's a thing of like in South Africa, we have 2 groups that are fighting for Malema and groups that are against Malema. But we all know like who against Malema mostly, and we all know cases like, you know, AfriForum, Gate 10, Kumalo, they come publicly so and tell like, and they are happy about Julius Malema found guilty. And then we have EFF members, some ANC members, some AK members who feel like, no, this thing will never happen. Now there was this white lady. She was asking like, why Malema is in parliament, why he found guilty. These are questions we asked ourselves. Or did they play about us? But now, based on I see things, Malema is not going to jail. And based on I see things, based on my opinion, I don't know you.
Charged a firearm during a national rally in the Eastern Cape. The police were all over it at the time. The NPA did nothing. But finally stepped up and applied a lot of pressure. And for the last 7 years, this case has been in court. According to Marshall Dlamini, the Secretary General of the Economic Freedom Fighters, they did not have a case in 2018. They still don't have a case today, except Julius Malema has just been found guilty on all charges. This carries a minimum sentence of 5 to 15 years in jail. It's very serious. You cannot fire a firearm in public.
It is a fact. You cannot fire in public. But I don't know if I know nothing about that. But it's a thing of like 7 years until AfriForum showing up, because they wanted to bring Julius Malema down. Even though they can be successful to bring Julius Malema down, they will never stop a black nation. Even if they can bring Julius Malema, because Julius Malema is a person who stands for black nation. And he fought for equality. The land must be retained. We must be equal. Equality. He's always speaking those things. And when, like, now the world is open, so like, wow, even Africa as a whole, even in the United States, there are African Americans who are like, wow, we love this man. Because Malema is fighting for everyone. So like, it's going to be like so sad. For example, if Malema went to jail, it's going to be like so sad. Like so sad. But it's a thing of like, I don't see it happen to me, you know. And that guy, we're watching the previous guy in the video, he mentions about the looting. EFF member, they want to say looting and those kind of stuff. And then if they are planning to loot, they're going to deal with them. My brother, you have no idea. I think all of us, we have no idea, but like, you see, like when Malema go to court, how many supporters are going to support him when he go to court? So when they want to arrest Malema, I think they must arrest South Africa as a whole. I believe so. If they're going to arrest Malema, they must arrest South Africa as a whole.
Julius Malema made all kinds of claims that it may have been a toy gun, but his bodyguard should be the one charged. Well, not his bodyguard, one of his bodyguards should be the one charged. And the judge notably said, that makes no sense. If he handed you a toy gun, what would he be charged for? Your assertion does not match your accusation. So clearly, Julius Malema's entire case fell apart because the man truly believes himself to be above the law. Well, he has just found out that he is.
But like this thing, justice must be served for all. The people who done wrong things to our sisters. Because of these things, the topic that bring us back to our sister. The people who done wrong things, they never went to jail. They never returned the land. They never, like, why others they must go to jail? There are people who done wrong things to us. That topic is coming. When Malema is going to jail, there are people who came here, who committed crime against humanity. They still benefited, they stolen things, but are not in jail. I think like that topic is going to lead there. Because of other people, they believe they're above the law. You have a town that does not comply with the law of this country, but it still exists in that town. But it's a thing of like, it happens when it comes to Black people or what? It's that question to ask to select why others they can do crime during apartheid, and most of them they didn't go to jail. Doesn't make any sense, this law. Like they said, justice will be safe. Justice, things will be right when we start from the beginning. When we go back from the beginning, things they have done. All people who benefited from apartheid, the land must be returned, and everything must be returned and get arrested so we can start from clean slate.
Not on the 26th of January, we will find out exactly what happens to Julius Malema. Follow me over on YouTube for all the juicy deets.
Malema guilty of hate speech. I don't know. The hate speech is to talk bad about people or what. But this thing like he'll have to remove himself. I'm talking about source matters. Source matters here.
Speech. I just received wonderful news from our legal team that they were successful in the case against Malema and in the High Court of Cape Town. This victory ushers in a new era where we can finally establish ourselves as a true alternative for the Afrikaner people. Despite the challenges, we must fight them everywhere.
I think like Black people must start to fight back for the land that's been stolen. I think like it's going to be something like that. I'm not saying, I think like that. To live in a country that is inequality. This country is inequality. It's inequality, this country. And then after you're going to complain about the race law, hey, race law, this. Bring back the land that has been stolen during apartheid. Bring our everything. And then the government must arrest those who benefited from things that have been stolen. So we must go back to the history. Where justice must be served. Justice must be served there. I'm not saying Malema must go to jail. Yes, Malema must go to jail. But let's be all equal. Let's promote equality. People who benefited from apartheid, people who stole the land during apartheid, they must be arrested too because they committed crime against humanity and no one went to jail for that. We lost our brothers, we lost our sisters, we lost our kids, we lost our mothers, our grannies, we lost our land, we lost our dignity. Justice must be served. And the land must be returned. Yes, Malema committed crime. I don't know me, but based on the case, based on what they said for guilty, it means he committed crime. He must go to jail. But let's go to the back of history for those who benefited things that have been stolen. They must go to jail too. That's the law. The thing about the crime does not expire. That's the thing. You know, like the thing about the crime. You can commit a crime 20 years back. You can commit a crime 20 years back. And then you'll go to jail.
We cannot give them an inch. Our next battle in this Appropriation Without Compensation Act, where they want to take.
That is why they want Julius Malema to go to jail. That's the reason. That is the reason. You see, like this, I'm saying, like this is their reason why they want to see. This is their big reason. They want to see Julius Malema to jail because they're afraid of equality. Equality, Baba. So like now I'm saying, like, to be fair to everyone, to be fair to all citizens of this country, the land must be returned to us, the owners, and people who benefited from the stolen land, they must go to jail. People benefited from the stolen land. This thing was a crime against humanity. I don't know, but no one has been arrested. That's how justice works. When Ramaphosa signed that law of appropriation of that land, is a law of historical injustice. You know what is the meaning of historical injustice? That's what's supposed to happen in South Africa. Those who benefited from the stolen land, they must be arrested and the land must be returned. It must be like that. Like
The private property of our people and break the will of our nation.
which our people? What about our people? You only think about you guys. What about us? You?
We will not let it happen. We have assembled an A-team of lawyers and advocates. The that was on this case, like Millie Wesley and Advocate Roelof du Plessis, that was successful in the 2011 case against Malema and the ANC, where he won the case with cost, but at last, Afrika settled the case and put aside the High Court ruling. I want to pledge to you today that we, as a true alternative for the Afrikaner people, will never settle. We will never fall back, and we will never compromise the future.
So as our parents, they compromise our future. We are struggling today. Black child is struggling today, and we are going to come here bravery. This is not long about Malema case now. Let's read Malema case now. The bravery to tell us to say, like, we not compromise the future of Afrikaner. Who came here? Forefathers came here as a dash, not Afrikaner. Came here as a dash. They stole the land. They beat people. They killed people. They never went to jail. They've never been arrested. Black people are still struggling. They stay in the shacks. They have nothing. They own 4% of the land. You're going to say whatever you're saying. It's like black people are not respecting their own country. This is what they're going to say. We're not talking about Case Malema now. I talk about what he said about the law that is being implemented by President about the land. Then it must be returned, whether you like it or not. The land will be returned. How? It's in the law like now. The land is in the law. So us must always accept defeat of our land. Today we are struggling. We need to go to rent. Our kids have nothing. They push out to the squatter camp, township town. And then when the government try to fix everyone to be equal, we see this attitude. We'll never tolerate this kind of attitude. If you say you must fight for if these guys say, like, you must fight for their kids to live the best life, like what their father did to our sisters, their fathers, they came here, their forefathers, they killed, they beat, they stole the land so that their kids can live the best life. Their kids can live the best life. So us who must fight for us. Who must fight for black child? Julius Malema. When he do so, they do all they can. Yes, I don't know, based on the case, he's guilty, yes. But when it comes to that, about the law, come on, I'm not going to play. You're not going to play.
Of our people for our own gain. Give us your support. And finally, we may prove ourselves as a true alternative and a new hope for our people.
Support. You guys think I'm special. Who must give you support exactly? Because I'm kind of lost. Who must give you support? This guy loves to play me. These guys love to play. I don't lie. They love to play.
So ikhona into ezokwenzeka noba yintoni na utsho thina ma-EFF izogqibile futhi aphinde sitshintshe nto.
This thing of Julius Malema going to jail is not about people. They think it's not about the crime committed, or people they think about the crime Malema committed and what. It's not about that. They think like that. But people who see Malema as a strong man and trying to bring back the black dignity, they say like it will never happen. They hold those like this black dignity of the land must be returned, and Julius Malema come to fight by speaking his truth. By speaking his truth, and they do all they can to bring him down. All they can to bring this guy down. But according to me, like I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. And the people are going to come who don't hate him, even like you as individual. Not everyone like you. People you surround yourself with. Not everyone you surround yourself with, they like you. Same to Julius Malema. They will come. We're going to see this kind of videos. And there are people who love Julius Malema, like that guy. They went to court and said, like, if this guy doesn't come out, there's something's going to happen. And like this thing, people are thinking like there's something. This thing is a thing that it must be taken serious. So like let's watch the next video. Let's watch the next video. This topic is so sensitive and hard to adjust. You know, when you're supposed to adjust something, it's very hard, like this kind of cases.
Because he fired the AK-47, we all saw it's recorded, it's on TV, even on social media. He fired the shots, we saw him. And I feel as though that's the mistake we're falling into. And that is, even when there's overwhelming evidence, we are so addicted to politics that we will deny something that we all see. It's not him being victimized. We saw it.
Yeah, but like let's talk about justice, my brother. Definitely, you are right. Yes, they found guilty. Yes, whatever. Found guilty. Now I don't want to be involved in the case, but I'm just saying, like, let's talk about the justice of this country. Did Jacob Zuma went to jail? I don't know about that one, but it's a question that people they always ask. People who stole the land during apartheid, they're still benefiting from that land today. They did went to jail. Let's go through that questions because of these people who stole the land during apartheid went to jail. People who benefited from the stolen land, they went to jail. No, when it comes to Malema, everyone is standing up. The justice must start from the beginning. This is the next topic I'll focus on. This is the next topic I'll focus on. This is a beautiful topic. People who stole the land, crime against humanity, they went to jail. Yeah, benefited from but went to jail because this thing was a crime against humanity. So justice must start from there. When the apartheid ends, people who stole them, people who killed, people who done wrong things, they must go to jail. Why didn't go to jail? But when it comes to my dilemma, it's hey, come on.
It's recorded. It's not an if. No, we can debate it. Oh, he's the one who fired it. You can't say that that guy is guilty as well. It was him. The charge is him unloading an auto